The coronavirus has put millions of people out of work, but not farmers. However, the virus is adding more challenges to what they already face in their business and way of life. WNCT's Ariana Kraft is live in Winterville with a special report on the impact of the coronavirus on farmers. Ariana.
We're live at Strawberries on 903. This farm and many others in the East have to deal with problems every year, from bad weather to pests to trade wars. The coronavirus is adding to their struggles.
Farmers wanted the land. Hard work, good work ethic, heritage, tradition, a way of life.
Frankie Purser is a 9th-generation farmer.
This is the 5th oldest farm in the state of North Carolina, row crop farm.
It's what the Vanceboro man knows best.
You should run a farm, besides it being your heritage, you should run it as a business. And if you're not making money, it's a hobby. So you have to make money.
His business already faces challenges.
The trade war was really what had me worried last year, plus the weather. So I guess it's kind of getting to be an old thing, but you never really get used to it.
Now add in the pandemic.
We're a victim of price fixing, so we're at a disadvantage right there.
The coronavirus is hitting commodities, the prices farmers get for their crops.
Basically, the corn prices have me worried. I'm pretty sure anyone else who's trying to farm worried. The commodity prices need to be picked up.
When commodity prices are low for these crops, the consumers don't necessarily see it on the shelves.
But what happens on farms affects everyone.
There's a lot of money that flows out of these farms back into the local economies through wages that are paid, through the purchase of inputs and supplies, through the sale of crops that these counties in the east rely on, because it's a huge part of the local economy.
Purser survived trade wars and bad weather. He was optimistic about this year.
And I was hoping in 20 things would pick up, and now this virus, it looks like there's no light at the end of the tunnel no time soon here.
Farmers provide fresh produce and meat, but they've lost customers in this pandemic.
Where they're having a problem is the lack of demand on the grocery store shelves for pork, poultry, beef, or however the virus is affecting consumption at the time. And with the restaurants and schools shutting down, for the most part, that's backed up a lot of the supply.
The outbreak is hitting during an important part of the year.
This is planting season for corn, soybeans, and cotton. So these guys are planting. They're going to put the seed in the ground. They're going to do their part to have a crop.
Frankie Purser wants state and national leaders to know what farmers are facing.
Start calling our legislators, congressmen and senators, and let them know about the situation, because there's power in numbers, and maybe that could change something.
The coronavirus is not just hurting Purser's business, it's affecting his way of life.
Farming is the cornerstone of civilization. You think it's bad when there's no toilet paper on the shelves. How about if you go to Food Line, there's no food on the shelves?
One of the best ways to support local farms is to buy their products. They're also getting some help from the federal government's CARES Act, the stimulus program including payments and loans. Live in Winterville, Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.